appropriate time of the day to you, friends and enemies. I am Richard, and this whole thing around us is, he said, scratching his face, LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now, limited time offer. No, I said no vowels. And how, he said, using a vowel, are you, using two of them in that single word alone, doing today? I am doing well, thank you very much for asking. Doing better than yesterday, at least. I woke up yesterday and I did some things around the house, and then I went, oh no, my back hurts, because I'm old and have, I don't know, slept weird, or bent over and picked something up from the floor, or got down on my hands and knees to try and get something. And it all hurt when I was sitting in this chair. So I figured, perhaps sitting in that chair for 4 hours to stream a game would not be conducive to my back not hurting. So, alas, there was no stream yesterday. Indeed, the last door. That makes as much sense as The Last Door 2. How can you have a second Last Door? Well, I guess technically it's called The Last Door Season 2, so there we go. I guess it's, it makes sense rather than not making sense, but hey, there we go. Before we swap on over, two things that I have noted in my life which are interesting and exciting. One, there's another free game on GOG for their 15th anniversary, so get yourself over to GOG.com and you can pick up something called Trouberbrook. Or Trouberbrook? It's got an umlaut in it over the U. And it's a point-and-click alternative universe sci-fi type thing. Well, it's an alternative universe 1960s America, and there's sci-fi-ish elements in it at the end, he said, making sure he was looking at the right camera to do that, where he could do the kind of sci-fi-ish, kind of not. I mean, it's a reasonable game, and it's fun, and we might even show it on this channel at some point, because, why not? There we go. That's exciting news. Also exciting news is, as I've noted down here, as he looks down at his notes, hey, I might as well bring this up, seeing as I enjoyed them, Star Corps. Big Finish, who are the people who do the Doctor Who audios under license from the BBC, also do Star Corps, which was a 1980s BBC One series thing that came out about cops and how they would play in space. It played as a hard science fiction thing, not as a laser guns and everything. Although I think they do actually have a laser gun in it. So that. And the Big Finish do audio dramas of that. And apparently they've just announced that they're going to do another one, another 6 episodes of about an hour each for their audio stuff. So I enjoy their stuff. I enjoy Star Cops in specifics. I watched that when it was going out live and was very disappointed they never did more than the original run of 8, 7, 10 episodes. Not very many, but yeah, it was good. I have a laser gun that can target people based on the colour of their skin. It's a racist laser gun. Well, there we go. That's 1980s sci-fi for you. Isn't that great? I think the logic behind it was that they wanted to shoot the skin, make sure they were aiming at a person and could shoot, and not say the hull of the spaceship. I might be wrong. I might be reading too much into it. I might be trying desperately to clear this hair off my face. But hey, there's something. It was a gun on a spaceship. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, after all of that exciting news, why don't we take a look at The Last Door, Season 2, Collector's Edition. What makes it a Collector's Edition? I don't know. I can't remember. I don't think I've actually played this. Let's have a quick look at episodes. The Playwright. No, I don't know. I don't know if I played this one or not. I don't think I have. I cannot recall it. So, and I looked on Steam, and apparently I had The Last Door on Steam, and I have The Last Door on GOG, and I don't have The Last Door 2 on Steam, but I do have it on GOG. So, and GOG isn't saying that I've done any achievements on there, so I assume I haven't played this. But, last time it didn't end in the way that I thought it would end. So maybe I have? Because I've got vague memories of stuff? I don't know. We'll find out. So onwards. Have some... Oh, previously on the last door. Let's remind ourselves. Jeremiah DeWitt, alerted by the suicide and mysterious letter of his friend Anthony Beechworth, went in search with memories of his past that he had lost. I don't know that he did do that. He never talked about not having memories until we got to the school. Devitt discovered that in school he had partaken in a strange experiment. Its goal was to peek through the veil. Through the veil. The thin line between common reality and the world of horror and madness that lies beyond, under the watch of the eye of the bird. If somebody told me, hey, do you want to peek through the veil? And I said, what's the veil? And they said, oh, it's the thin line between common reality and the world of horror and madness that lies beyond, I would say, no thank you. I'm quite happy with the world of horror and madness that we have on this side of the line, never mind the other side. Why would I want to go and see that real reality or other reality? Yeah, I mean, if it was the land of gumdrops and candy bears or something, or candy drops and gummy bears, whatever, then yeah, maybe. I don't want to see the land of horror and madness just to increase my knowledge of the reality of worlds. I want to see it because I will do that, and because it won't drive me into horror and madness. But hey, I'm not the protagonist. Anyway, during his search, he was inoculated with a drug they used back then. The serum made Devitt's mind travel for a few hours to the dreamlike realm of the Veil. There he met his old classmate, Alexander Dupree, who urged Devitt to join his cause and cross with him to the realm of the bird. When Devitt woke up from his trance, he found himself deeply convinced by his friend's words. He travelled to Dupree's house, where he discovered his friend had dosed himself with a new serum, leaving a catatonic body behind. This new drug was capable of transporting the mind permanently to the Veil and beyond. Finally, Devitt found a vial of the serum and had it injected. He met his friend again in the Veil, and together they walked through the last door, entering a world forbidden to human eyes. Devitt's therapist, Dr. John Wakefield, worried about his patient's disappearance and strange visions, had sought, with the help of his colleague Professor Johann Kaufmann, an expert in the occult. Searching Anthony Beechworth's house, Wakefield and Kaufmann found a disturbing return letter, which Anthony had tried to warn Alexander Dupree of what could happen if the door was opened. He feared something from the other side might then come to ours. It's like that crappy Doctor Who episode, The Girl Who Lived, or something. The door swings two ways, and they didn't work it out until the very end. But hey, there we go. Anyway, they are coming. Hey! I'm standing in a circle. Either it's a sacrificial circle or salt protection circle. Either way, I don't think I want to leave this circle, right? Well, I mean, if it's a sacrificial circle, maybe I do want to leave it. Whoop! Oh! Is it the last circle? None of us could prepare for this. I mean, I don't see any other circles right now. Maybe it's a triangle? Oh, you're boarding up against birds smashing into windows. Oh, but not the door. So presumably crows don't know how to use doors. The visions screaming are merely a warning. Was it that the visions were screaming? Or was it that the visions and the screaming were warnings? Who knows? Not us. Not because of that ambiguously past sentence. Anyway, and now, it is too late! No. Old lady must finish smashing up the door. Or smashing up. Boarding up the windows. Not smashing up the door. They are coming. Let's see how this differs. The Game Kitchen presents. Now we're looking at an actual door. No, that's not a door. Needs more crows. Well, look, there's one right now. Aren't you lucky? And look, there's another one in the logo. How many more crows do you need? Are you counting crows? Are you counting them? No? Okay, fine. Last night, I had the nightmare again, but this time it was different. This time, he talked to me. Oh, is this the man who will talk to you? The disappearing man? It was the same unknown streets devoid of any sound and life. I can hear music. Is that what it was? Walked aimlessly, as if I was lost. Well, alright then. I'm gonna walk aimlessly. I mean, I'm not walking aimlessly because I'm going wherever I aim my cursor. But you know, I'm not doing it with any purpose. No? You don't want to do anything? Alright, we'll proceed down here. So that I get the next line of dialogue, whatever it is. Then I could hear it. The broken tromping on the wet cobblestones, the familiar sound of approaching limping footsteps. I mean, I don't think I've ever described or disguised someone's footsteps as tromping. I think that would be far more noticeable than anything else. That sounds like somebody with a limp dragging their foot. Well, maybe not a limp, maybe just dragging their foot. Ah! Then, as he stood in front of me, gazing unrelentlessly, like he was expecting something, this time he spoke. Give me back what he took. Nothing else. I wonder what he took. Give me back what he took. Was it the crow's eye? Did he take the eye away? Was it just the representation of a person and not a representation of a crow's eye and not an actual crow? No! I have fallen asleep again. What time is it? Morning? There's no I in crow. That's true. Then it would be Creole. Dawn already. It is time. Oh, well, I have my magnifying glass with me. That's great. What a beautifully pixelated horse. It was several months since Kaufmann and I had found that mysterious letter in Anthony Beechworth's house. Letter never sent, with a cryptic warning of what could happen if a certain door were opened, or only the name of the addressee, Alexandre Dupree. I felt sure that Dupree was key to finding my patient and friend, Jeremiah Devitt, who had disappeared in such strange circumstances. Troubled by the death of his own friend Anthony, Devitt had visited the school of his childhood and had never been seen again. Kaufmann soon conveyed to me his deep concerns and warned that I should conduct any investigations with the utmost discretion. Utmost, not utmost, utmost discretion. Pursued his own research, though his thoughts and methods remained a secret. In his last letter he requested that I visit East Hill Lunatic Asylum in London. There are reasons to believe that Alexandre had been institutionalised here for many years. I was asked to confirm his hypothesis and, if it proved correct, to gather whatever other information might arise. There we go. London. Then we can go to East Hill. Well, apparently, yeah, there we go. Now I've got my cursor. But, sorry about this. Just forgive me for 1 second, eh? This is gonna go off. Hold on. Blair! Sorry about that. There we go. Back again. Alright, now let us head to the East Hill of London. As apparently there's only one hill in London, towards the east. Season 2, Episode 1, The Playwright. I mean, I would have liked it better if the East Hill was in the west, but hey, can't have everything. So this is East Hill Lunatic Asylum. I hope I can find some information on Alexander Dupree here. I have my magnifying glass, which I can look at things with. Sea monsters found in St. Ives. News on the case of the dead ambassador. Canada elects new Prime Minister. Bye, bye, bye. Something. Ladies and gentlemen, don't miss the latest news in town. Maybe I will. Maybe I will miss it. There we go. Sea monsters found in St. Ives. I mean, that one looked like it was missing something off the side there. The one that I didn't read out. Anyway, East Lunatic Asylum. Come on, go around again. I just want to see what you're saying, young boy. Illustrated London. Are you doing something to do with London accents and illustrated? Like the Illustrated Strand, which was where Sherlock Holmes was first published. Is that what we're doing here? Is that the hilarious thing that we're doing? Well, what if I click on this? What if I just go away? Oh, I can't go anywhere. I don't know anywhere else in London. Alright. In London Standard. Yeah, see, I don't know. Am I missing a bit? Okay, so I am missing a bit because I could not see everything that was saying. Why would you place the person right there and then say, nope, I'm going to be cutting off part of their thing, so you can't see it on the first screen you get to? Illustrated London Standard. Yeah, okay, fine. Hello, young boy. Looks like I will be talking to you in just a second. After I've looked at this enormous stone building in East London's lunatic asylum. East Hill. Hello, young boy. I wish to buy your fine newspaper. Good morning. I would like to purchase a newspaper. What can you tell me about this building? Goodbye, boy. What can you tell me about this building? Yes, I've never been inside, and hope I never will. It's full of crazies, you know. Have you seen anything unusual around here? No, but maybe if you bought a newspaper. Good morning. I would like to purchase a newspaper. Good morning, boy. Will you give me a newspaper? Give me? No, purchase. Yes, sir. It's sixpence. I'm afraid I don't have sixpence. Could you make change for a shilling? Sorry, sir, I can't. But you know where to find me when you have the coins. Goodbye, boy. Goodbye, sir. See, I have no idea how different a shilling is from a sixpence. I assume a sixpence is 1/6 of a penny. I didn't learn that. I was not alive when decimalisation happened in England. No, you can't swap me for a sixpence. There are no sixpences anywhere in London. Alright, I guess I'm going into the asylum to see if I can find a sixpence inside. Alright, well there we go then. What a astounding building. I sure hope I don't get trapped in here. Well, there we go. I went through the last door, obviously. There are no more doors in this game. British sixpence. The British sixpence each, sometimes known as a tanner or a sixpenny bit, was a denomination of sterling coin worth 1/40th of £1 or half of 1 shilling. I doubt you. Either you are a very crappy newspaper boy seller person who cannot have change for a sixpence. How can you not have change for a sixpence when a shilling is just 2 sixpence? That means you have not sold any newspapers at all, and so have no sixpences to give away as change for the shilling. Or you have sold lots of newspapers for 1 shilling when somebody has handed over 1 shilling and have had to give away all of your sixpences. One of those two things is true. And the fact that you're standing outside a lunatic asylum makes me think it is the first one, and that you're just bad at things. But hey, thank you for the informative information. Everyone else bought 2 papers at once. Yeah, that could be a thing. Everybody else bought 2 papers. If I just found another person who wanted to buy a paper, then I could, and they had a sixpence, I could say, give me the sixpence, and I will go out and buy 2 newspapers with this shilling, and then we could have 1 each. That would be a solution to the problem. But anyway. Alright, hello, bookcase. Not old lady. A bookshelf. These books are not volumes of psychiatric or medical science, but old serial novels for patients to read. A serene, bucolic landscape with gentle colours. The same thing? Alright, okay. A portrait of a severe-looking man. Most probably the founder of the Institute. Well, old lady who is sitting there and might be mad or anything, I'm going in through this door. I'm sorry, sir, the archive is off limits, he said, doing a ridiculous voice. Well, here's a picture. An oil picture portraying Devitt, patron saint of the psychiatrist, also of those who suffer neurological disorders and victims of incest. She was killed by her own father, who chopped off her head after she refused to marry him when her mother died. I'm not sure I would want her as my patron saint. Not if she died. I mean, I don't particularly want a patron saint of incest, but the one who rejects it would seem to be not the person. I mean, you also don't want somebody who willingly just goes, yeah, alright, sure, why not? I don't know who you would want for it. The rose window brings a solemn air to the room. Well, I'm glad that we're no longer thinking of lymphoma. Or Difona? Good morning, madam. My name is Dr. Wakefield. I am a psychiatrist. Oh my, good morning. Forgive my manners. I get so excited when we have visitors. I get many these days, and certainly we are lacking experts like you. What do you mean, you lack experts? Every year we get less funding from the Crown. First our doctors started to leave, then it was the caretakers. Now very few remain, but we have a responsibility to our poor patients, do we not? You're going to turn out to be one of the poor patients, aren't you? We must care for them, but they cannot be out living with the proper people. We must keep ourselves safe, and our patients too, of course. I'm looking for a man who used to be a patient here a few years ago. His name is Alexander Dupree. Did you perchance ever meet him? Alexander Dupree. Yeah, yes, there was one with that foreign name. I remember something of him. A good man, if I recall correctly. An educated man. But there was something strange about him, wasn't there? I believe it scared some of the other patients. You never know with this lot. I'm sorry I can't remember much. There have been so many people here, it's hard to keep track. I wish this was better edited. I hate that phrase, but, don't just put a block of text and just keep doing the text all the way through until you have done it. Separate it so that, you can read the whole of a sentence in this bit without having to click. Yeah? And then, for instance, in this bit, you could have so many people here, ... and then you could go on to a next one if, say, there was something you couldn't fit it on for some reason. Anyway, have you worked here long? Oh, yes, a long time. I can scarcely remember how many years. Time goes so slowly in here, and the isolation. Rules don't allow us to leave. Full stop. New bit. I don't know what is happening in the world anymore. But we have our duty, do we not? Who else would care for our patients? May I request access to the Institute's archives? There should be some information there about the man I'm looking for, Mr. Dupree. Oh, I'm sorry, Doctor, but the archives are private. We must not allow anyone to access them without the proper authority. Many of our patients come from good families, you see. We take great care to respect their privacy. But do not look so crestfallen. You would not have found much in any case. It is a long time since they have been organised. Well, well, my dear lady, I guess I will go upstairs. I wonder if Alexander Dupree is the ambassador who died. Just with a foreign-sounding name, maybe. I mean, no, they've been educated in England. They could still be an ambassador. Anyway, this must be the recreational wing, where patients relax and pass the time. Perhaps here I can find someone who met Alexander Dupree while he was institutionalized. Tiny beach slapped on the waves of a gentle sea. A stone bust keeps the patients silent company. A marble bust of Hegia, Greek goddess of physical and mental energy. I mean, the fact that you're telling me about these Greek gods makes me think that those are integral to some puzzle later on. Cheerful pastoral scene. The warm decoration of this room suggests a great deal of sensitivity to the patient's moral needs. I don't see how that follows, but okay. I've never looked at a painting and gone, "Oh, I must be more moral today now." Variety of old-fashioned landscapes that portray nature as tame and welcoming. Will it be twisted into a horrible parody where it is not tame and welcoming later? No. Hello, people. I am just going to ignore you and try this door. Excuse me, sir. That area is off limits. Okay. Alright, Mr. Door off limits. Seeing as you talk to me first, I will talk to you first. Good morning. I am a psychiatrist, Dr. Wakefield. Quite an impressive institution you have here. Can I ask for your assistance? I am looking for a former patient of this institution. His name is Dupree. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I've never heard that name before. I mean, you're assuming that, one, this person is someone who works here. Perhaps you can tell from the dress, or the way they are dressed, you know. But, I mean, I can't tell it from those pixels that we have. And you're assuming that the person won't immediately attack you for telling you that you are a doctor when you've been kept in this, when they are in this mental institution. So, you know, get a lay of the land, learn who is and is not a patient before you go around proclaiming, "I'm doctor!" Do not stab. Maybe I could ask one of your senior colleagues? Maybe one of your senior colleagues could know something about the former patient. Maybe one of your senior colleagues might know something about your former. Could. Anyway, well, you could ask Miss Riswell in the entrance hall. She's been here for years, maybe too long. You know, we caretakers live here with the patients. We're not allowed to leave the asylum's premises. Life can get to you if you don't take proper care. We try to keep as much distance as possible from the lunatics. Not many patients for the asylum of this size. The asylum is quite big. I can't help noticing there aren't many patients around. Well, apart from those in the isolation ward, it's true there are not many patients at present. There are even fewer of us caretakers now. We are only 3 for the whole hospital, from what I've been told. Oh, from what I've been told, in the old times the income was enough to provide for everything we needed. Complete staff, proper accommodation for the patients, and the best doctors. As the newer, bigger regional asylums were built, ground support was gradually withdrawn from East Hill. Soon everyone started leaving. This is all what remains. Well, I'll leave you to your work. Thank you. In any case, I will leave you in peace. Alright, I mean, there are 3, apparently. 3 people, and we've only seen 2 of the staff. So who is the 3rd staff member? Have they been sacrificed? Who knows? Good morning, madam. My name is Wakefield. I am looking for a former patient of this institution. The rumbling? She doesn't seem to have noticed me. Have you been living here for long? Madam, if I may persist, have you been living here for long? The rumbling. Sounds like she hasn't been fed this morning. Maybe she hasn't had her Weetabix, and it's her stomach which is rumbling. I am looking for a former patient of the hospital. You may have met him. Annihilist days. Why do you keep leaping to sacrifice? Why not? Everybody must make sacrifices in this life, occasionally. So why shouldn't I leap to sacrifice? I'm looking for a man called Alexander Dupree. I'm looking for a man that you might have met. His name is Alexander Dupree. Oh. Ah! Can I? Ah! I do not have a cursor at that point, but maybe I can use that to snip through the door. Anyway, what a strong reaction upon hearing Mr. Dupree's name. I have at least met him. How can I get her to talk to me? I mean, she might not have done. She might not like French people. That might be her madness. Maybe a Frenchman once knocked her down in the street and said, I'm so sorry. And then ran away off into the night, and she's hated French people for ever since. It's a mania of hers. I don't know. How can I get her to talk to me? By pretending to be... Well, actually, what if I talk to you now? Nope, you got no new things to say. Okay, well, I will leave you to your work. Yes, Cohn is very upset. Oh, Cajon? Cohn. Please not distress her further. Yeah, alright, I won't distress her further. I'll just run away. Oh, I can open the curtains. So that only this window is shuttered, the curtain casts a mottled shadow over this entire corner of the room. Right. What about you? Napoleon? Wellington? Not sure who you would be at this time of life. This time periods. Man wearing worn-out military uniforms, lost in God knows what thoughts. Well, what if I talk to him? Excuse me, sir. Could not help but notice your uniform. Were you in the army? Leave me alone. You do not wish to talk to a coward such as myself. Yes, I do. Sir? Leave me alone. I am just a coward. Alright, well. Aha! Now that you have thumped the table, you cannot see around this corner, nor can you hear what I am doing over here, nor do you suspect I am over in this corner, doing the only thing that is possible to do in this corner. What a astounding thing. Oh, look. There's a thin piece of metal holding the window open. Well, can I take it? Oh, look, there's a patient over there. Perhaps I should have talked to them before I did this. Glass jar full of true transparent liquid that may or may not be water. There's a coin resting at the bottom. Well, I want that. Can I look at it? Half a shilling, that is, sixpence. Ah, if I'd just waited, I would have understood the currency then. Alright, I mean, now we can go and get the newspaper. But, I mean, it was an unknown liquid that might have been water. Why did you just plunge your hand in it? What if it was hydrochloric acid? You fool. Thin piece of nickel. Used to keep the window open. Alright, maybe I can use it with the window again? Let's keep it closed so the room stays dark. I can see clearly through the mirror. And I can see clearly through the mirror. Let's keep it closed so the room stays dark and I can see clearly through the mirror. What? Oh, I see. I see. This is, one-way glass. Or a one-way mirror. I don't know. I don't know if you can call something a one-way mirror. Because, I mean, it reflects. So all mirrors are one-way mirrors. In one direction, they are a mirror. In the other direction, you can either see through them or you can't. Hey. Dark as the room is now, I can see through the false mirror. There is a man on the other side, heavily restrained, desperately trying to free himself. There's an expression of unbearable horror on his face. I can't tap on there with a thin piece of metal. Can I? I mean, alright. Hello, man. Are you a killer? Looks like a therapy log. Edward Rowan, 27, acute dementia, September 25th, 1891. Mr. Rowan's condition has degenerated since the last session. He is restless. If the morphine had no effect on him, the last week he has been obsessively troubled. For reasons unknown. Patient's dosage has been doubled to no effect. September 29th. Dr. Wendell has been attacked and bitten in the face. See, this is why you don't go around telling people you're a doctor. 4 men were needed to subdue the patient, Mr. Rowan. 3 markings were found on his body upon examination. Self-harm is a possible cause. October 3rd. Mr. Rowan is getting better day by day, both physically and mentally. His habits have changed considerably. Now shows an interest in religion and spends his time murmuring prayers, albeit ones unknown to me and my colleagues. Or to my colleagues and me. Alright, anything else up there? It's still the same thing. Alright. Okay. Well, it's good to know that you're murmuring prayers, even if we don't know what they are. Okay, he's still got unbearable horror in his face. Well, let us go and sacrifice this coin on the altar of news. We will pay its... We'll go outside and pay its priest the requisite monies. No, you can't double click here to go faster. Wait, okay, let me just double check. I can't go over here? No. I wonder why it cuts so abruptly right there. It just looks unnatural. Such a straight line. Can we go over here? We can go over here. Well, we're going to the news first of all. Here you are, my dear chap. I now have a coin in my inventory, something I did not have before. I would like a newspaper. Sixpence, is it? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Okay, now let us use... Today's illustrated London news. First headline is a grim case. Scotland Yard keeps its silence about the ambassador of Turkey. Okay, not Alexander Dupree then. Found dead last Saturday under mysterious circumstances. Our sources suspect he may have been murdered. Second, sea monsters found in St Ives. Remains of a serpent from the deep were found in a beach early yesterday morning. Suspected they come from a seaside museum in Spain, destroyed a month ago by the sea waves during a terrifying storm. Alright. There's another drawing advertising an operetta called Love Brushstrokes. What if I use this piece of metal on the newspaper? No, I didn't think so. What if I use it on the boy? No? What if I look at the boy? No? Alright. Well, I knew none of those things were going to work. I assume the newspaper is useful for distracting maybe the old lady? Or the lady who was in the thing at the beginning? Hey, do you want a newspaper to read? So that I can get into the archives? Why, thank you kindly. How thoughtful you are. Well, let me talk to you again. My goodness, how quickly things change in the outside world. Oh yeah, you did mention you didn't know things about the outside world. So, okay, that could have been a clue. No key under the door trick. Ah, with a newspaper. Yeah, you could have been that. As I say, I think it's just distract the old lady. Hey, old lady. Now I'm in here. You can't do anything about it. I'm going to do a jig. There we go. I taunt you, old lady. I mean, I don't know that you're old, but I'm just guessing that from the pixels that I can see, where it's sort of white around your head, as if it is white hair. Anyway, this is the hospital archives, where a record of each patient must be stored. If Mr. Dupree was really committed to East Hill, the file should be here somewhere. I read that as the patients were being stored here for a second. I guess once we get to the technology where you can download your brain onto a hard disk drive or whatever, probably an SSD, not a hard disk drive. But anyway, when you can do that, and then you could store patients within, archive files like this. What have we got here? Is it a painting of Dupree? A portrait of a restrained patient surrounded by caretakers and a doctor. But why would you have a restrained patient? It's a portrait, so they had to pose for it. It's been a long time since this desk was last used. It's covered in discarded papers and pens, and a noticeable layer of dust. Nobody's organised these. Anyway, the drawers are all locked. Ah, can I do it with this piece of metal? No, alright. The drawers are all locked on this one too. Alright. This cabinet contains many documents detailing the treatment of patients, ranging from 2 decades ago to last year. The file is right here. Dupree, Alexandra. Room 108-A. I mean... I said they weren't organised, so... Alright, okay, I'm just lucky, I guess. Oh, the files are missing. See if they've been torn out. A little piece of paper remains with the address written on it. Paul Street, 26. Alright, well that's where we'll be headed next, I guess. Could that be where Alexander Dupree lived before he was committed to this hospital? Paul Street? Should follow this new lead to see if it takes me somewhere useful. It also could be the manufacturer of the paper. Okay, there's Paul Street. No, just Paul Street 26 again, okay. Over here, let's see, all the dates in the cabinet are prior to 1870. I'm looking for a more recent file. I thought you said they hadn't been organised in a long while. A metal locker, a small sign reads seized objects. Alright, well, can we open it? I wish to seize the seized objects. It is locked. I need a key to open it. What about this piece of metal? No, alright. Okay, off to Paul Street it is then, I guess. You can double click on certain bits, but not all the bits, alright. Alright, Paul Street. You have got me in your pool. Here's a door. Number is 24. I'm looking for number 26. That's probably 26. Paul Street. It ends here at this corner. Maybe that's 28. The windows are so thoroughly cemented over, it almost mixes with the facade. I can go down here rather than go in that door. That sounds good. Oh. The ruins of an old chapel, apparently destroyed by fire. A mess of wooden planks and the remains of benches and chairs. I mean, isn't that what the remains of wooden planks would be anyway? There's someone on their knees praying. Face is covered by a hood. Oh, could you be the person who was always continually praying? I don't know. An improvised altar covered in candles. Ah! Damn, I did not get to click on the crow before it left. Oh well. The wooden cross remains almost intact. With this candle I can light my way through the dark. That's good to know. Presumably now I can go to Oh, look! Hello. Looks like this hole leads to the building next door. Is this 26? I've just come in the back entrance. How exciting! Oh! Another door. Or doorway, I guess, as there's no actual door there. This must be the interior of the bricked up building I saw from the street. Mr. Dupree's former residence. Cannot tell who is depicted in this portrait since it is so badly damaged. Seems someone's crushed it into the floor. Alright. Fireplace. There is something amongst the ashes. Well, alright. Take it then. It is a piece of paper. And now you're going to make me... Okay. It looks to be some kind of message, but there's only one half here. The paper has been carefully burnt. Oh. Is that the phrase, the pays? The ones that we used before? I don't know. But anyway, that looks like 6 and 5. I'm assuming they're going to do Roman numeral puzzle, as is so popular. There's a piece of paper on the table. Okay, we'll take it then. Don't make me click a second time. Aha! This paper shows some seemingly random letters. Seems as if half of it is missing. I found the half that was missing before. This is strange. I put both halves back together, but some letters seem to be missing on the right half. This message does not make any kind of sense. I mean, those are Roman numerals. A man in a high-rank uniform. He is missing an arm. A few books remain in this shelf. Mostly doubtful treatises in chemistry and alchemy. Among the titles are Trithemia's de lapido philosophico, Gerber's De Invention Veritas, the anonymous work Truba Philosorium, and Ludwig Prin's Mysteries of the Worm. Well, there we go. A large metal safe. I mean, presumably. I mean, that looks like the safe is working fine. I should give it a try. Alright, well, we had... six. Oh. I mean, I could brute force it, right? Okay, so it fixes it in whenever I go round, not... Alright, well, no, let's actually try and solve this puzzle, eh? Let's look at these two pieces of paper to begin with. So yeah, 6. Are these... No, it's not a repeating pattern. We don't know what they are. The message does not make any kind of sense. I mean, 6. And then I don't know if there's meant to be a letter in the middle of that jagged bit between D-I and C. I mean, it's obviously a combination to the safe. Maybe somebody else can mumble it. What's that? Ah, military medal. There's a relief of Her Majesty the Queen and several pieces of metal engraved with the names of battles unknown to me. I'll take it. Take this with me. Maybe it will mean something to one of Alexandria's fellow patients in the hospital. I'm glad you've got a reason for taking it. And not just... Oh, wait. The door is bricked up. Alright, and not just... I'm an adventurer. I will take this. I wonder if there are crows in the safe. Hello. Do these things mean anything to you? Somebody, places covered by herd, but we can't talk to them, because why would we want to talk to them? Not as if, you know, they're right here in the sink. And now let's finally look at the outside of the building. Number 26, this is the place I was looking for, but the door is bricked up. I must find another way to get in. I mean, you've already done that. Can we speak to the people at number 24? Can we knock there and say, excuse me, do you happen to know your neighbour at number 26? Or the person who used to live at number 26? No? Okay, thank you, goodbye. Hey, alright, back to the East Hill. Understand it. I've not heard people calling out for selling the London Standard for an age. Alright, here, have a medal. This medal, I had one just like it. Got it after the Battle of Lang's Neck at Montgomery Hill in 1881? A decade ago now. For distinguished conduct in the field, it said. What a farce. So you were in the army as I thought? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr Wakefield. Sergeant William Conghill, Her Majesty's 6th Light Infantry. Are you another one of these alienists? Do you doctors not realize that cowardice cannot be cured by your arts? Why are they keeping you here? Why are they keeping you here? The doctor says I suffer from a nervous disorder. I believe this is a term for when they themselves, with all their learning, do not know what to say. But I do know the true name of my sickness. It is pure cowardice. I am looking for a former patient of the hospital. Have you met him? His name is Alexander Dupree. Yes, I did know a man by that name. We met briefly. He was here when I arrived. What Do you know about him? He was a proper lad, educated. He listened closely to the stories of other inmates, but he kept his own to himself. We talked a lot. He was very close to Miss Cone, too. I think they got here at the same time, but then he left, so he did so alone. I wonder what has become of him since. Who is this Miss Cone? We know who she is. Can you not put together the clues? The fact that somebody said that name already, and when they were talking about the lady who started thumping on the table. No? Okay, fine. Who is this Miss Cone? Conhe? I don't know. Anyway, she's a patient here. A lady with a tempestuous character. I've encountered her already. It's not been the same since Mr. Dupree left. You know? She always sits to the side, alone and silent, and you could talk to her at all. Even if you tried. She sees things. Or at least thinks she does. What did you talk to about? What did you talk about, Mr. Dupree and you? Or you and Mr. Dupree, as it insists on saying afterwards. We talked about my time in the south of Africa. I don't like to talk about that, but he somehow made me want to. He was persuasive. He was very interested in one specific story, almost obsessive about it. Wanted to know every little detail. Could you tell me that story? I'm trying to find a patient of mine who has gone missing. This could be my only hope of finding him. I don't like to relive those memories. But a missing patient, you say? Oh, all right. Maybe my story will be of some use. Happened during the Battle of Murchbach Hill. I'm sure you have heard of it. In March of '81, attack of the Boer army had taken us by surprise, and supplies, and our regiment was forced to split up. We quickly found ourselves alone. A few men lost on the barren plain, but I don't want to bore you. No, sir, you certainly aren't. Please continue. As I said, we were few, and we were sure the enemy was lurking out there. The cold air of dusk, a thick fog formed quickly, masking everything around us. We could barely see each other. I could have used my candle down there, could I? That would have been interesting. Oh, animal people. There's somebody there. No, look, I can still click and move in places now. Let's go back this way. The Boer might be behind us, so I should walk backwards towards them. Get myself stabbed. No? Okay. Then the others started to disappear in the fog, which was getting thicker and thicker. Did you shoot somebody you thought was a Boer or an intruder and it wasn't actual friends? I could still hear their footsteps for a while, and nothing. I called their names, even though I... Alright, well, there we go. Even though I felt something in there, not far, a murmur or beating, something alive, waiting. Couldn't help walking towards it. All of a sudden, my feet did something in the mud. A body. There it was, all dead. Only Captain Skid was missing. Alright, so loads of bodies. Only Captain Skid was missing. I've lost my cursor again. Then the mist cleared out. What had happened? I never knew for certain. I didn't see anything, or if I did, my mind refused to bear such memories. What happened to Captain Skid? When he finally regained consciousness, it was like someone else looked out at us through his eyes. Guess whatever happened affected him, changed him. I know he came back to London. Mr. Dupree asked me of his whereabouts. Maybe he tried to contact him to hear the rest of the story? He was quite preoccupied by it. Do you know where I can find Captain Skid? Last I heard from fellow veterans, he had lost himself to a frenzy of alcohol, opium, and bad company. This downward spiral led him, as many others, to a wretched nadir, a dirty hole deep in St. Giles' rockery, known as the Crimson Nest. Mayhap you will find him there, alive. Alive even, if you are lucky. Here, this is a picture of our regiment. You can see him there. In clear detail, I can, yes. St. Giles, is he perhaps the person who was praying at St. Paul's? Or maybe he wasn't. Oh, sorry, Paul Street, not St. Paul's. Anyway, you got anything else to say, Sergeant Conkhill? Please, leave me be. Memories of war are painful. I don't want to remember them ever again. Alright, okay. Hello, Mrs. Dupree. Oh, sorry, not Mrs. Dupree, Mrs. Conkhill. Miss Conkhill is very upset. Please do not distress her further. Alright, okay. Perhaps if I give you this piece of metal? No? Alright, fine. What if, while you are still distracted... My goodness, how quickly things change in the world outside. No, I was gonna... Yes. But some letters seem to be missing from the... Right, oh, this message does not make any kind of sense. Is it? Can I use the candle on the paper? There we go. That's what I was going. Secret ink, maybe. Here in the candle is revealed a set of letters painted with invisible ink. Excellent. The whole message is readable now. It seems to be Latin. I think it reads, I've seen a dead eyelid move. 6145. Okay, back we go. To the place to open the safe. Because whatever inside there is not safe, that is. Slowly. Can I just go in through the doorway there? No, of course I can't. I have to go the long way. I mean, I know it's realistic, but still. Hello, old chap. If I look at your face... No? Okay, whatever. You with the hood. Praying so fervently. There's something wrong. Let's open this safe. Let me try and remember this number thing. 6145. Okay. Six. No? 6 1 4 I'm obviously doing this wrong. Okay, 6. There we are at 6. Alright, now let's go back to 1. There we go, 1. Alright, now we'll go this way around. 6 1 4. There we go. It's empty. Wait. This is not safe, but an entrance to a passageway. It's completely dark. The only way to know where it leads is by crawling in. Mathematical formulae written fast and carelessly. Some of these symbols I've never seen before. 4 chairs forming a circle. If the hideout served as some sort of meeting place. No, you're nothing? Okay. What a machine! Are you for turning lead into gold? Oh! Hello? There is someone sitting here wearing a horrible mask and a yellow robe. He is not moving. Alright, mask. I was going to say, I don't think there's anybody there. There's only a yellow robe. There's nobody inside at all. What could be the meaning of this? It means there's a yellow robe for you to pick up. Free yellow robe. Oh no, I didn't get to investigate the Oh, hello.
Virgo Maria, non esautit tu ne sai culo, quen adda to corrente in prazia, tu implorante in auxilia, tu pretende in suffragiese di relicta. Non sta l'inimati confidenza a te, Virgo Virginio, a te venimus, curande gementes pecatores assistimus, non animate il verbi, verba nostra descrizere, seo di propiti et exauti. Memorae opissima Virgo Maria,
non esautit tu ne sai culo, quen adda to corrente in
prazia,
tu implorante in auxilia, tu pretende in
suffragiese di relicta. Non sta l'inimati confidenza a te,
what if I gave you this yellow mask? Would you like it? No, I can't interact with you in any way, shape, or form? Oh, well. Alright. Thank you, are you still there? No, you have disappeared. Impressive. There's nobody inside at all. Well, you got a free mask and a free yellow robe then, didn't you? That's what you got. Oh, that was you, was it? Okay. I mean, Onwards we go. Ever onwards. To find this last door. Now we're off to St. Giles, in the Rookery. Oh, this is as long as St. Giles. The Crimson Nest shouldn't be far. I mean, my goodness, it looks exactly like your dream, doesn't it? I'm going to bump into that person, asking us things. No? Oh, what's that? Ah, soft glimmer of the street lamp casts a comforting glow on an otherwise empty street. Alright. Oh. Yes! My god, my dream! Are you gonna say something? No? You're just gonna... Hello, person who's gonna say exactly the same. The man! He looks like the man from my nightmares. He's blind in one eye. The empty socket glistens in the lamplight. He seems to want something from me. In my dream, the man said, "Give me back what he took." Was it the mask? Did he take your mask from you? Listen to the mask for a second, only stare at me. "Give me back what he took," he said in my nightmare. Yeah, I know. Did he give you a photograph? He doesn't look like anyone in this picture. I doubt he's ever been. "Give me back what he took," he had said in my nightmare. So you want an eye, do you? What if I give you this piece of metal? No? Okay. Can I get past? No? Well, I don't have anything else to give you. Except maybe this candle? No? Well. Oh, if I wear the mask, will she be fooled that I am, Dupree? Yeah, okay. Oh, and here's our third person. Are we? Okay. It's the isolation ward for you this time, madam. Off we go. The face of the playwright! The face of the playwright! Well, there we go. I'm guessing the isolation ward is this one over here. Right? So now I can listen in on what she's saying. Oh, no, there's somebody smashing on the glass. Hello! Man is striking the glass strongly with his wrist. His expression is pure hate. I think he can see me, but I feel somehow he knows I'm here. Hello. Can I... Oh! I never went to the isolation places. I found that place, and then I never went over there, did I? Yes. Smart of me. Oh, wait. Oh, you were standing up. What are you saying? That poor woman. They must have taken her to the isolation ward. Yes, this is the thing I'm best at in games. Missing these things, or forgetting they even exist. Hello, people. Oh, what have we got here? Is it a sixpence or a newspaper? A few cardboard sheets line the bench. Each one is perfectly symmetrical in design in black ink. Why? Good morning. Oh yes, lovely morning. Sunlight of a quite fascinating character. I beg your pardon? The light, it makes everything look different, you see. Light touches things, soaks into them and changes their nature. Makes them shimmer, or makes them die. Did you by chance live here in the hospital? I do indeed. My family is a generous benefactor to East Hill. They had me committed, but I don't blame them. Just incapable of appreciating my art, or any art, for that matter. They mistake it for insanity. What are you drawing? What are you drawing there? I'm not just drawing, my friend. I'm trying to feel the light to translate its power to the surface of the paper. The animals don't like it though. They don't want me to succeed, so they take them away. These animals, not the animals. They're talking about the peoples. Anyway, take away my drawings. They study them and they laugh because my eyes see the light and there's a blind. But someday everyone will understand. I assume that you are making a giant picture of the crow with the eye in the middle, yes? Who are they? The ones who take away your art? Ha! Those foolish caretakers. Hide behind a big mirror where they think themselves safe. They look at me, they observe me. They even take notes. Where are your drawings now? Would you happen to know where they are now? I suspect they're somewhere in the archives. See, I've seen confiscated items taken there before. You seem different from this. Can I trust you? I've been trying to sneak in for days now, but Mr. Bristol keeps a tight guard on the door. You even stole a key from one of those guards. You're a doctor. You could gain entry. You could recover my drawings. I would be so grateful. Here, take the key with you. Excellent. Now we can open that drawer or that cabinet that we couldn't open before. You have some curious drawings there beside you. I'm glad we haven't talked about these drawings before, and you haven't in any way illuminated the things which I know to be true now. Yes? Oh, you mean these? Only art that makes any sense here. The doctors use them to cajole some patients. Oh, you're doing the ink blots into revealing secret inner truths. I won't return them until they return the art they've stolen from me. Okay, so I can do the Rorschach ink blot test on people. Okay, do you know a man named Alexander Dupree? My name is Dr. Wakefield. I'm looking for a man who lived here some time ago. You wouldn't happen to know one Alexander Dupree? The name does not ring a bell. I've not been here long, though. You should ask the other patients. They may be able to help you. Some of them have been here for many years. Or you could ask one of the others, the brutes who keep us here. I must go. Have a nice day. I'm afraid I hate this, but I have to go again to go and get on with something for a moment. I will be right back. This is horrible. Sorry about that. We're back again. I think we're going to have to get to the end of this chapter, and then I think we might have to call it for the day because shit going on here that I need to go and take care of. But you know, I've got some time before desperately needs to be dealt with. So, yeah, very truncated stream today. Sorry about that. And even after yesterday's non-stream, this is not great. Alright, well, let's have a look in the isolation ward to begin with, eh? Oh, could have seen what it said. Let's see what it says first of all, eh? Oh, inmate quarters. Okay, this isn't the isolation ward, but alright. Hello, inmate quarters. 102A. Hello. I'm trying desperately to remember the number of the room, whether we were told the number of the room that Dupree stayed in. Hello, my name is Wakefield. The butterfly is not what it seems. Excuse me, but, what butterfly? There is more after the scarab. Are you telling me clues for some sort of puzzle-related lock which involves butterflies and scarabs? Not much light manages to reach this room. Okay, well, I mean, enough light to grow all these vines, which would not be great. A room. 104A. Old pendant on the dresser. It looks valuable. In which case I should steal it. Obviously. An old key apparently has been filched from one of the caretakers of East Hill. Yes, we know about that, but that's good to know. An old tarnished silver pendant. Onwards. Give me more thumping. There we go. Room 106A. Oh, well, this looks like a nice place. Impressive painting of a lovely maiden is equipped with a fitting, magnificent frame. Okay. Expensive looking piece of furniture. There is nothing on it. What if I prise that up? No? Okay. Here is a bed. It is a bed. There is nothing special about it. There is something special about every bed. It is a place where you can get sleep. Mirror covered in dust. I wonder what things this room has seen. Nothing. It is a room. Rooms do not see things by their very nature. Uh-oh, somebody is inside the bricks up there. The door is closed. Good, with bricks. As if they were pretending it never existed. They don't even try to disguise it. Ah, the face of the playwright! That is you. It is eyeless but not blind. The door is shut and locked. I see no way to open it. Well, that's okay. I want to talk. To isolation cells. I want to talk to you, lady. What if I try using the pendant on you? No? I thought it might be your pendant. Oh, wait. The door is shut and locked. There is no way to open it. But what about the thing at the bottom? No? There's not even a way to, like, get food in? Oh. What are we seeing here? Bricks? Pile of bricks? Bunch of bricks. Either the construction is recent and not yet finished, or they were in a hurry to seal the room. Either way, can I have some? No? Alright, well let's go and open the lidless eye. The face of the playwright! No, I'm not listening to you, thank you. Ah, I wonder if we can go further in this direction. Nope, that's it. That's the extent of the things. Oh well. Over to the door. You're still looking outside. You're no longer paying attention to what's going on over here. That's alright. I want this key. And go in this lock. And what's inside? Some personal effects, probably sent by one of the patient's family but deemed unsafe by the caretakers. One of them is a stack of thick sheets of paper, carelessly bound together, bearing the drawings and paintings of a troubled mind. Watercolour paintings and drawings of different subjects, a tree, vase with flowers, something that could be a portrait. The colours are dispersed, shapes broken, decomposed and mixed in a whirl of bright flakes. Okay, so you don't make a giant eye. A couple of pictures, and they're frames. Well, I mean, maybe they would be useful. Hello, here are your drawings, my good sir. Here. Are these your drawings? Great wonder. Great wonder, they're back. Someday they will understand the light and shapes as I understand them. Thank you, friend. If you want, take these cardboard sheets. Thanks to you, I have no more need of them. Alright, well, Rorschach block test it is then. Let's have a look. Few folded cardboard sheets, each one with a large symmetrical patch of black ink in the middle. I've heard of this technique, but always thought it an eccentricity. Patients are supposed to see in them the deeper causes of their ailment. This is the first card. This shape looks organic. Almost like insects. Yes, indeed. I was thinking the first one was a butterfly. Oh, this could be a face. Yes, indeed. Well, alright. Let's go and show the butterfly. and the scarab to you, and then we'll show the mask to the thumpy lady down at the end there. But hey, hello. Is this the butterfly you talked about? It displays its wonderful colours, fills your eyes with awe. There's only a show behind the veil. The body crawls on the dirty ground, hides in the darkness, and transforms another of its lies. So what would this be? Its dark body creaks and rustles with its blind movements. Slowly, step by step, it gets closer and closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. What about this one? Maybe a candle? Maybe that's what I'm seeing there, I don't know. It will come, whatever you do. It will cry out loud, looking at you from everywhere at the same time. And what about this mask that we've already had? Him. Him? His mask. My mate from the other room used to scream at night. Always told us he could feel something under his bed. A presence, an eyeless gaze. Oh, I want those back. Can I have them back? I want to try slipping, you know, I think I should be able to slip a piece of card under there. Alright, now we can look under the, well, from the other cell, under the bed. Alright, not quite your neighbour. And here, let us see the thing under the bed. Could this room be the patient's mate? Be the room of the patient's mate, who was afraid of a presence under his bed? Yes? Oh, look. Now we can get into the bricked up one. The door is bricked up. Why would they do such a thing? Ah, now we've got some words. There's something written on the wall. One of them came last night. I knew what it actually was because of the sign it carried. The sign of the eye. I killed it. I hid it well. If more come, they will not find their friend, nor its eye. He said, doing a weird thing. Alright, well, presumably you've hidden it somewhere in here. The window's sealed too. Almost no light can reach this room. Is it under the bed? Not anyone has slept in this place in a long time. We'll change that. Sleep. Aha! Oh, the tiles is loose. This seems like the perfect thing for a piece of metal. There we go. There's something there, half buried under the soil. Under the tile. It's a crow. It's a long dead bird, just feathers and bones, and something in its mouth. It's holding something in its beak. Yes. Oh, ha, ha. Give me back that which is soul, a dirty and horribly deformed glass eye. Well, mine now. There's nothing else in there except, you know, bones and things. Anyway, the glass eye is dirty and horribly deformed. Well, we know where that's going. Onwards, back to St. Giles. Saint Giles. Patron saint of Gileses. I wonder if that crow died as a misunderstanding because it had an eye in its beak. Or I wonder if it, you know, was genuinely a messenger thing. There you go, that is what has been taken. Let me pass now. Yes, that's good, good. In we go to the rookery. Ah, what a welcoming lit place this is now. This must be the Crimson Nest. I've heard of such places where people lose their minds to opium shipped from the Orient. Never thought I would set foot in one. Well, I guess you're... Small-minded? Closed-minded? Did not think that you would ever come here, so, you know. I'm not saying that you are bad at things, but yeah. Please, please wake up. Please wake up. Please don't do this. An addict, completely asleep. A man with a lost gaze, his mouth open. A woman looking at the roof with her eyes gone white. She's muttering some ramblings. Hello there, you at the back. The musician is intoxicated with the drug smoke that fills the air. The repeated arrangement gives a sensation that time flows slowly. Short-haired woman smoking without worry. This man is curled under a blanket, trembling, as if he were freezing. Could be the effect of a drug. Of the drug. Man lying on his back. He is breathing raspy and layered with phlegm and other liquids. Smoke has eaten away at his lungs. The young couple seem to have come here together to enjoy this despicable vice. Bah! Oh look, there's a door. I can open a door. Oh no, I can't. The door is locked. Well, alright, let's go back and talk to the lady who's saying, "Please wake up, dear, please." I assume it is a lady, I must confess. What is the matter, madam? My husband, he is unconscious. Please, dear, wake up. I am a doctor. Please let me see him. I'm sorry, he is not breathing and he has no pulse. Your husband passed away hours ago. No, 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 it can't be. Madam. I'm late. This time I couldn't save him. What do you mean, this time? I discovered my husband's addiction to this hellish drug they call opium months ago. At first, I thought he'd be sick. As I saw him grow thinner every day, then I discovered he was visiting this place. I was very worried. Tried to dissuade him, but he wouldn't listen. The addiction was stronger than he was. At times he was away for days. I would come here and find him pass out. The only way I could wake him was to put these smelling salts under his nose. Ah, wonderful bedside manner I have. Thank you very much. I do it. Yes. Now it's too late. Here, take the vial. Maybe you in time to save another soul from the curse. All right. Well, I mean, what I need to do is compare the photograph to the people. I'll leave you alone with your husband. I'll leave you alone with the corpse of your dead husband who is dead and can no longer provide financial assistance for you, meaning that you will soon be kicked out onto the streets. Yes, what do you think of my bedside manner now? How about I give you some of the vial? No, I can't do that. Alright, well, what about this only other person I could talk to over here? Perhaps they are the person I am looking for? Maybe. Hello, I'm looking for a man I believe frequents this establishment. A war veteran from the south of Africa called Skid. He is writing on a slate. Can you understand what I am saying? He has written, "Can't hear." Suppose I should communicate with him by writing on the slate. Looking for Captain Skid. Don't know. Doesn't know the captain's name then. What if I show you a photograph, eh? He's written something else. Object of value. What does he mean by that? I'm guessing you want a pendant. And then you will take me there. Ah, he's in the back room. This is great. I mean, you could have just been saying he is an object of value. I value him highly. Man, I know we've seen the man lying on his back with his raspy phlegm-like lungs. Raspy phlegm-like. Phlegm. Yeah, those words I said before. Alright, well, here we are. What is this? There were several opium pipes on top. Some have been used recently. A Chinese screen with floral attachment. Or ornamentation. Oh dear. Captain Scared, no doubt. He is unconscious but still breathes. Well, I'm so glad that I have these smelling salts, which, you know, was such a tricky puzzle to overcome to get these smelling salts. Oh, what a sound. Hello, I need to talk to you. What's the matter? Who let you in? Get out. My name is Wakefield. I need to talk to you. Are you Captain Skid? Her Majesty's 6th Light Infantry? That title belongs to me no more. No, wait, where are you? And what do you want from me? Leave me alone with my misery. One of your soldiers told me about you. One of your soldiers told me about you, yes. And a soldier that used to serve under your command told me he might find you here. William Conghill. Yes, I remember him. We served together. I've made many mistakes trying to forget those years of my life. I'm afraid those memories will follow me to my grave. I'm looking for information about Alexandre Dupree. For information about a man called Alexandre Dupree. I used to know Dupree. He was not a man, but a fiend. What do you want with someone like him? There are certain secrets that are better left undisturbed. Someone has disappeared. A patient of mine has disappeared. Alexandre is the only one who may know his whereabouts. If it is true that Dupree is involved with your patient's disappearance, I'm afraid the matter is out of my reach. Yours too. Now please leave me alone. Have you ever heard the name Jeremiah Devitt? I must find him. Devitt. No, I have not. And your medal. It was in a house on Paul Street, door 26. You were there, right? You think you know what you are doing, but you cannot imagine what you are getting into. I am asking you for the last time, leave and forget this matter. I will not leave until I find the answers I am seeking. Tell me what I want to know. You fool. That's... for the devil's sake. Alright, if you want to ruin your life, you're free to do it. How did you meet Mr. Dupree? How did you meet Alexander Dupree? I was in the Veterans Hospital recovering from an illness unknown to the physicians, an ailment for the soul. Dupree managed to contact me there. He wanted to know about my version of the story, what happened to me at the Battle of Mudgerbay Hill? Do you know why he was interested in your story? I did not know immediately, but with time I realized. Truth about what happened to me was important to his activities, as was I myself. If you think he tricked me, you could not be more wrong. I wanted to enter the Dragon's Mouth. I burned with a need to know. Tell me about what happened at Mudgerbay Hill. Mudgerbay Hill, yes. Sergeant Conghill told me the story, but his details were confusing. I'll never be able to forget that day. Nobody knew what really happened. Command decided they must have been ambushed. Now I know better. There was something in that fog. Something that did not like us entering its domain. A sentinel of some sort. The thing is what killed my soldiers. Tell me about 26 Paul Street. Inside that house I saw a machine, still operating. What was that? A machine? I do not know what you're talking about. That was just one of the many places used as a base for Alexandre's activities. The only one whose location I was allowed to know. So what do you mean by activities? What was Mr. Dupree doing then? I am annoyed. I'm annoyed by that. By the fact that you click on the thing where it says one thing and then the delivery is something entirely different. It's a minor thing, but it's a minor annoyance. You really do not know, do you? Have you heard of The Playwright? Yes, I have heard of it before. I've heard it mentioned before. What is it? Okay, there we go into a different thing. As I imagined, you know nothing. Dupree is not alone, but he is but a peak of a pyramid, a vast group of which powerful people take part. If he's the peak of the pyramid, then, you know, he's the one at the top. Right? The people down below have less power and influence than him. I mean, maybe they have more power and influence within the actual world, but less on the scale of crow eye related things. That kind of looks like a crow head. I know it's a lady wearing a hat with her parasol, but it kind of looks like somebody with a crow head. Society acting in secret, ruled by a single secret law. See that no one knows. I was part of it. Dupree himself recommended me. Why would the leader have to recommend you? The person at the peak. We gathered every month. What we saw, you cannot imagine. curtain of nausea protects the mind from something. An outer something. The fog of the veil protected us. But through the veil we would peek into the abyss. We would know of the unspeakable shapes that writhe beyond, a black nothingness, entirely full of horrors. We could never cross the threshold. What we saw was forbidden. Look at me. Forbidden. I could not bear it anymore, so I ran and I hid from them. I mean, not very well if I could just find you here, but anyway, it was too late to run or to forget. Let's go back to East Hill and try to take to Miss Cone. What the captain said is true. She must have been one of them. She could know where to find them. Too late to run or forget. I mean, I guess I just show her the mask. Uh-oh, everybody's here. Looking at a thing that is going on the stage. Is the play right here? I cannot do this anymore. I don't care. I just want us to be together. You know, it's too hard. I don't feel free. I know, dear. I know. We'll figure it out. How are you home so early? I knew all along. How could you? You know you never loved each other. Silence! You have no honor. And you, what do you have to say? Why, I've given you everything. You wouldn't understand, Enough! You will leave in the morning. I won't see you ever again. So we've got a wolf, a bird, and a snake. I'll wait for you at dawn under the old something or other. You'll try to recover what little honor you once had. I'll be there. Okay, so they're going to shoot at one another. In a duel. Under the old something tree? Well, okay, I got my clicker back. And then it went away again. That's interesting. What? Why aren't I seeing Mrs. Cone? Must have fainted. What is this? Where am I? Oh, you've lost your mask. Maybe you're back at home again? And you never did any of that, and that was all part of the dream? I can't see outside clearly. A matchbox. Well, then we'll take some matches. This could be useful. I mean, everything could be useful, potentially. There's a blanket on the bed. I'm taking a shred of the blanket. So I can set it on fire? I don't know. I don't know why you would think, yeah, okay, time to just rip up part of the blanket. I mean, when I look at my bed and I'm going out and it's misty or foggy outside, I don't think, haha, time to rip up part of my bed to go outside. And you know what? It could also apply. What a wonderful bedside manner I have, ripping up blankets that are beside the bed. An old piece of furniture. Yeah? Okay, it's a chair. Do you want to state that as well? Oh, it's shut. And for good. And it has no knob. No keyhole even. Alright, well, I mean, I can set things on fire. Now I have a shred that is lit. A shred of a blanket on the bed. The flame has faded out. Okay, can I use it on the old furniture? Because it looks like there's a thing behind that. Move it? No marks in the dust on the floor. It looks like this chair's been moved recently. Yeah, exactly. Shifting the chair revealed a small dark hole in the wall. There we go, now it's gone out. Now we'll light it again. I could swear I saw a pair of feet in there. Who is there? We have met before. I cannot see you. Who are you? Do you not recognize my voice? Probably my fault for doing a different accent every time we encounter the same character again. So, you know. No, I'm sorry, I do not. Do you know what this place is? It is the starting point. The first place to look. But who are you? And what are you doing here? There. Remember this. I will not be here forever. Darkness will light your way. Stay out of the light. Then I will disappear. And you will be alone in the end. I don't understand. Tell me who you are. Or shut still. Alright. Stay out of the light. Well, maybe I should go into the light. Hello, are you going to be a giant bird eye beneath it? I can't see outside clearly. No. Blanket is now ruined. I must take it with me. Alright, I don't know why you want a ruined blanket. Okay, clean, ironed white sheet. It's a ruined sheet. Only the mattress remains. Well, get on there and start jumping. Can you use the blanket on the window to clean it? You can. Giant eye? Oh no, I've covered it, so stay out of the light. I see. Ah, that is not what I thought, but alright. In the end, you will be alone. Alright, now, it goes away. Devitt, is that you? Devitt! See, look at that. That different, wallpaper stuff. Right, Devitt, I want to go back. No, okay. Stay out of the light. Oh. Wait, Devitt is autopsying Devitt. Now the 4 chairs. And now a trail of presumably blood. Or maybe just red pixels. Although, you know, red pixels in a pixel game could just be blood anyway. Oh, Devitt's everywhere. Hello. Tell me, why are you doing this? Is it because you care about your patients? Or out of scientific curiosity? Is it for your pride? Because it is your professional responsibility? Or is it because it is the right thing to do? I don't know what my motives are. Why are you doing this? No! No! Devitt! Ah. The right, mein lieber Freund. Freund? I don't know. How are you feeling? I feel dizzy. What happened? Where are we? At my house? No, so many accents, all of them bad. At my house, on the East Hill to meet you, and found you in one of the cells, unconscious, your clothes stenching of opium smoke. I had you brought here. You went out for a day and a half. I think it's coming back to me. I was in one of those opium dens when I passed out of breathing that dense smoke. Listen, I have much to tell you. My investigation unearthed a great deal of new information. Alexandre was indeed institutionalized in East Hill, but his files were missing. I tracked down a man who knew him. He told me a story that you would not believe, and there was this woman, a patient in the hospital. She was completely out of her mind. She attacked me. What is happening to these people, Kaufmann? How is this Alexandre related to Mr. Devitt? I think this patient, Mrs. Connie, would know how to find Alexandre. We must go back there and talk to her, whatever it takes. I'm afraid that will not be possible. Did the place burn down? What do you mean? Or did you die? Did they all die? Frau Cohen is no longer at East Hill. She escaped last night. God Almighty! Do not worry, mein friend. I think I may know where she is hiding. Get ready. We must leave promptly. Anybody else do this when they just have the cursor? Do they make swirly patterns? Sometimes triangles and squares and things. When there's nothing for them to do. Except there's things for us to do now. I hadn't realised that I was in control. I thought it was just they are coming. Oh right, this is the beginning. They're letting him in. Now that the door has been opened, they are coming. This is where we knocked on the door while she was putting up the stuff. There we go. Did you have a chimney? Will they all go down that? Dun dun dun, crows. No, pixelated red blood. No? Wait, what? We're back here. Playwright is correct to thanks to the generous support of participating in the fun game. Adventure continues in episode 2. Ah. Statue description. Alright, so these are the people who did it, aren't they? Mirror description. Wow, how amazing that you backed, and now, possibly because you backed, you get to enter a description. Congratulations, you get to have a single line in this game for paying money. Small window description by every musical. See, I don't remember any of these. I don't remember what I'm afraid your descriptions did not stand out, which, might be a good thing, showing that, it is in keeping with the game, or it could be that it was just not a good description. Divider description. Okay, that I vaguely remember. It was Chinese and florally ornamented. Lamppost by Johnny Eyeball. Ooh. I wonder if there's a thing for clicking on all of them. An achievement. Statue description by the theory. What statue? And we're back here anyway. But yeah, person on floor description. Yeah, we had that. Alright, well, I'm afraid, as I said, stuff is going down here which requires me to be and do real world things, which isn't great, but hey, it's a very truncated stream. At least we got through the first episode, even if it took me like an hour and 45 minutes with... An hour 45 minutes? 2 hours, apparently, with interruptions, which... Oh, horrible. But hey, at least we've got something for Tuesday now. For Point and Click Tuesday, we will continue with The Last Door 2, Season 2. So yeah, Episode 2 on a Tuesday for Point and Click Tuesday. We will have all of the 2s. Isn't that great? I sure hope that you will be here for that. I will be streaming tomorrow, circumstances permitting. And what I want to do tomorrow, as I have actually got to know what I'm doing in advance. There's a game coming out on the 3rd, which would be Tuesday as well, called, let me just say, The Lamplighters League, that's what it's called. No, let me give you its full title, because it's a long one. The Lamplighters League, oh no, there we go. The Lamplighters League and the Tower at the End of the World. And it's from the same people who did the Shadowrun games. So I'm not sure if it's as RPG as that, but it certainly has some similar gameplay elements to it. And I have been keeping my eye on this one for a while. There's a demo that came out on the 28th, so just last week. So we're going to have a look at the demo, and then maybe I will purchase it before, and then we will have, a proper stream of it, and not just the demo. And that is tomorrow. But for today, let me just say thank you for having been here. Whether you were here, live and in person, or later on the VOD, the fact that you, specifically you, were here means the world to me. I appreciate you. As I say, we will be back tomorrow, so be here for that. But until then, I have been Richard, and this whole thing around us has been LMTDTMFFR, or, say it with me now, come on, you know you want to, limited time offer, no vowels. And you have fun, and stay weird.